One Piece time, baby.
Yeah.
Uh, is this the chapter we were on? 978.
Let's see. Yes, I don't think we talked about. Yeah, we haven't talked about Onigashima or yeah. yeah.
We were speculating on who may all be in the Toby Ropo.
Yeah, that's right.
True.
So this is the where we're at.
So we did this one. Well, no, if we were speculating who was in the Toby Ropo.
We haven't done this one because this is one that shows us who's in the Toby Ropo.
So we're starting on chapter 978. I'm joined with Joe and Tyler.
Yeah.
I'm Joe. I am the third, second, and fourth. Okay.
And the other one's Tyler. So this chapter starts. Oh man, we're gonna get to talk about that cover page. Oh, I'm livid. Okay. Chapter 978, introducing the Toby Ropo. So I recall quite liking this chapter. You got the plan unfolding. They get to Onigashima in this chapter. And they're getting their sneak attack in. I remember this chapter having a lot of good Straw Hat moments.
That's the next chapter, I think.
Well, this one, so early on, we get to see Usopp be useful, which is, hey, I take that any day.
Dude, looking at he knocked out a bunch of people.
Why doesn't Usopp just beat everyone if he could knock out people with sleeping gas? Why doesn't he just go up to the Toby Ropo room and be like, yeah, and then just win?
It's true. But earlier in the chapter, we also get this nice, a half-page spread of Onigashima, which sells how big this place is. Because you look, and there's the boats in the bottom right-hand corner.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I guess I didn't fully get the scale when I first read this.
Yeah. That sword is huge. This is, fuck. What lived here? What's that sword?
People are saying a giant robin hand or a giant robin might swing that sword, which would be very cool.
I can see that. That would be dope.
Or when Kaido turns dragon form, that's what he uses when he fights. But that'd be dumb.
Why? That's not dumb. I liked it.
He's already a dragon. It's like poisoning your sword. Why do you have to poison the sword? It's a sword.
Because if you nick someone with a poisoned sword, you win the battle. Fool.
Come on, Hamlet.
Joe doesn't even Sun Tzu, man. Okay, so I like this little story beat about the samurai sinking their ships because we don't need return ships. Jesus. That's hardcore. Oh, yeah, but then we do get a nice Straw Hat moment because they're like, oh, do we have to sink our ship? And Frankie is not down for that.
He's like, absolutely fucking not. I love this panel where Jinbei is the ship. Chopper is just admiring the boy as he steers. It's really cute.
Yeah, wait, which one is that?
So there's a panel. Go back one page, I think.
Yes. Oh, he is admiring. Oh, look how cute he is.
Yeah. There's some great background, I think, reactions from the One Piece characters in this. Or the Straw Hat characters, I should say. It's great seeing them all again. It's so good.
Everyone gets costumes, which lead us to Nami's sweet new costume.
Sweet.
Yes, Nami, of course.
Yeah, we have greater heights to reach, but for now we'll just admire Nami. Brook is just kind of looking like Brook though. They didn't really try with him. I suppose he can't show his naked body because he's bones.
I guess, yeah.
You could tell that from his face. So I don't know.
I really like this evolution of the power, though, of Kinnamon's power, where he can make
a portal.
A barrier that dresses everybody. That's a really cool way of the show. I don't know. I think it's really cool that he can just make everyone look the same. He could set up this whole thing in front of a town, and you come in with formal wear.
Yeah. It is kind of weird how we immediately go to other costumes, and then in the end of this reading, they go back to the original costumes. So it's did Oda just want to make more One Piece Treasure Cruise units and toys?
Yes.
Seems like it. So they're having a big old party. Apu's also here. I like this 2-page spread.
Oh, I didn't realize it, but if you go back a page, you'd see Orochi in his 8-headed mode. I think that's him, right?
Yeah.
Is it? No, look,
With
they got sticks coming down, so it's like
that's
a...
that's a dragon.
That's a paper dragon.
But to the left of that?
But that's weird that this is when we would first see Orochi. I think this is also papers.
Are you sure?
Like, maybe it's paper dragon, like mockery of Orochi.
They're all look the same, so I don't know, man.
We've never seen Orochi, and this feels like a weird reveal. But also, I don't think he's in this scene right now in the party.
He's not here, I guess. But yeah, unless there's a bunch of snake-looking dudes in the army.
the 8 snake twins that hug each other to pretend like they're Orochi.
They're Orochi's like body double bodyguard.
Yeah, you get a little refresher on all these units in the crew. And then Queen's like, the Tobiropo never show up anyway. See, there's Orochi, like clearly not in 8-headed form.
Mm-hmm.
So we get the Tobiropo conversation, which mostly consists of them like talking about who's gonna take the next spot within the is it the headliners or the All-Stars?
Yes. The All-Stars. That's All-Stars.
The top 3 boys. Yeah, so they can beat a spot, but they're also talking about this mission they're about to get from Kaido, which is a family issue. Are we sure we didn't talk about this one? Because I feel like we speculate. No, Kaido's son was in the previous chapter. Like, he was mentioned, and now he's mentioned again in this chapter.
Mm-hmm.
So what do y'all think about the Tobiropo?
I love all of their designs. I think they're super cool.
Yeah, these are good designs.
Ulti has this like really quirky way of speaking, like an old lady kind of like deal. That I really like, and also berates page 1. Black Maria is I don't even know what her fucking fruit could be. Who's Who?
Who's a fun name. So Who's Who was actually foreshadowed way back in Punk Hazard. There's a scene at the end with like it's a shadowy Kaido man talking about like the Smile Factory. And
oh wow.
People think it's Who's Who because he's got the exact same horn pattern.
Oh, okay.
Black Maria, she's up there for best girl. I really like her design.
Mm-hmm. I love that she has swords sticking in her.
Yeah, she's cool.
Another thing that's really interesting about this is that they all have horns, but X Drake.
Yeah, it's like I wonder who the traitor here is. You know? Like,
yeah. Someone they can get their horns.
Is it the one who doesn't have horns and also does not have a card game name?
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah, it's a fun group. Sasaki feels like he's gonna fight Jinbei if that's because he seems like a fishman.
Yeah.
Some people were theorizing that Ulti and Page 1 are Dellinger's siblings. Dellinger from the Doflamingo crew.
Interesting.
And for this to work, that would mean that they're fishmen, which I don't know if we have anything to prove or disprove that.
I think they're going off the horns because I think Dellinger had the same kind of horns.
Yeah, Dellinger had the same kind of horns, but he also had the same like legs and heels as Ulti. Yeah. So maybe that could be part of it as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's that chapter. I think that was a good chapter to move the plot along, and I like the introduction of the Tobiropo.
I agree. And then we're on to.
How come the website's not taking me to the next chapter? Oh, there we go.
You skipped past it. That's why.
Yes, I did. I'm a fool. All right. Okay. All right. Let's talk about this cover page in chapter 979. I hate Oda. You know, Oda's actually trash. Yeah. We have a podcast about his work, and I hate his work because he's such a coward.
We have 2 podcasts, even.
We have so much hours of content about this trash. So in this cover page, we see that Pound is alive, and he's probably sailing to. I mean, it's pretty.
He's at Green Bit.
It's pretty convenient that he's sailing to Green Bit, which is next to Dressrosa. he had like the saddest death in One Piece because no one even knows he died, which is Hero Look's definition for when a man is truly dead. And I was like, damn, Oda's on fire right now. He's just out here murdering people in really poetic ways, and it's like so. It's another sacrifice that the Straw Hats needed in order to escape. But hey, he lived.
Mm-hmm. Unless, of course, this is his corpse in this boat, but that's not going to be it.
That's not going to be it, man. It's not.
Yeah.
It's sad because it's the will of P. This long line of Oda's worst writing habit, which is the absolute fear of killing off a character that he killed.
Mm-hmm. So I guess Pedro's coming back soon.
If Pedro comes back, I swear to God, Whole Cake is like it's like maybe my favorite arc, but Pedro coming back is enough to maybe overturn that sentence. Like that's
he won by going so long.
No,
no.
Yeah, the Sulong made him survive the dynamite that blew him up. He's gonna show up with Neko Mamushi or something with Cat Dog.
He's gonna show up with who's the guy from Punk Hazard?
Caesar
Clown.
Yeah, he's gonna show up with Caesar Clown.
Why? Just
why not?
Yeah, Tyler's right.
Yeah, Caesar has to come back this arc. He was the one who was making the smile fruits.
I mean, Monet and Virgo died, but who knows? Maybe not. I don't trust anything anymore.
Yeah.
And like Joe brought up that like Sabo just kind of replaces Ace, and at first I was like, no, I think Oda just wanted to use Ace's power. But then, like, after this, I really thought back on that sentiment. I was like, is Ace just a coward's way to give Luffy another brother? And it might
Sabo?
be. Sabo.
Yeah.
Anyways.
It's hard to say. Like, at the same time, I'd like that Sabo comes back and Luffy has that connection, but it's also like...
And I like Sabo way more than Ace, but like...
Yeah. I think what will really hammer it home is when Luffy and the gang have to confront the Revolutionary Army, what that means for Sabo and Luffy. You know?
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the point of like really determining like Sabo's place in this story.
Yeah. Anywho, the chapter itself was good. Setting up the stage. You got the plan going off. Everyone's looking cool. Orochi's getting messages from Kanjuro, who is lost.
I think this was a flashback, actually. This with the bird. I think it's a flashback for when they first arrived because he doesn't know at this moment that.
Yeah.
So this isn't a current newsletter. This is an older one that Oda's just showing like, here's how he got his information from.
Yeah. Which I like. But Kanjuro is lost on his way there conveniently. We see Momo look at a knife, so he's gonna try to shank a bitch, hopefully. The Rhino and the tank are back. I'm so glad I didn't forget about these.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
Commander Chopper.
It's very cute. But I like how all the girls jump in with Chopper. Luffy and Zoro are gone, so you know they're getting into shenanigans next chapter.
Oh, God.
And I like how Jinbei's like, no, guys, it's fine. Like, it's Luffy and Zoro. They'll be fine, right? And they're like, no, you don't understand. They're idiots. You just got here. You don't get it. Jinbei is already fitting in just fine.
That's fine.
I believe we get a nice cleavage shot of Carrot in this one.
Is this?
Do we?
Is that this chapter?
It's inside the tank.
It's here in the tank. It's she's not quite. She's slightly different body wise than Nami and Robin, so I can give her props there.
Yeah.
Look how distressed Sanji is in that tank hole.
He's so sad. Usopp is like, Usopp and Chopper just get all the ladies, and Sanji just gets cocked for life.
Usopp got that nose, man.
In another very funny gag, Frankie hits on Robin, which is again my OTP, and Brooke is like, "Yeah, sure, I'll ride on your bike."
He's there instantly.
There's nothing wrong with some good male bonding. Oh. This chapter gave me life. Like, we've been focusing so much on setting up like the stakes for the people who live in Wano, but like the Straw Hats, that's what we're here for. Like, it's great. I like how Robin like looks a little displeased that she didn't get to ride with Frankie. So, you know, their pairing is still alive for me. Yeah, Chopper freaks out that the commander Chopper, but I really like how Jinbei and Robin like, hey, let's go walk and be adults because we can do that.
We're adults here.
We're the mom and dad of the crew, and Frankie's the weird uncle, and then everyone else is just dumb kids.
Yeah. I love Jinbei's behind this as well. He looks fire, I think.
Yeah. Jinbei's just I always think Jinbei looks cool. It's cool to have this heavy set fisherman in the crew. So what is the shadow here in the corner? What do y'all think that is?
So I think that's Yamato, the Kaido's son.
Yeah. That's
really?
what I've read. Yeah,
Okay.
people think that's Yamato.
That's right. We still haven't seen him. So he's like spying on the but like, is he a Straw Hat fanboy?
No, I think he is trying to avoid the party at all costs. I think it gets revealed in this chapter that Kaido's going to make a big announcement, and I think part of that big announcement is that his son is going to be married off to one of Big Mom's like.
I think he'll be
daughters.
married off to Smoothie, who is one of the Sweet Commanders. So she's like one of the 3 strongest people in Big Mom's crew.
We should move on.
Yes.
What if Kaido's son is just like a big simp?
That's why I think he is. I think he's a big like coward.
Well, that's different, but also the same.
But,
so in this like really cool page, you get this. I really like how Kaido interacts with the crew because when Ulti like talks him, like she berates him, and he's like, I know, but here's the thing. So an interesting thing here is that King plants the idea that like they can. What was the deal again? That whoever gets
Yamato, they could challenge one of the All-Stars to take their spot.
Yeah. And so Queen doesn't know about this when he talks about the Toby Roppo next chapter, because Queen is like, oh, I'll go eliminate one of the Toby Roppo, so whichever one of you guys kills Luffy, you get an automatic raise. There's this little squirrel girl, whatever the fuck is up with her. She's like from the Yiga clan.
Yeah.
Cute design. So yeah, they are tasked. Whoever gets it gets a shot at the lead performer. Who's Who is definitely into that. Luffy gets to the party. They spill some Oshiruku. That's the worst thing they could have ever done.
God, that panel of him looking is so hot.
Luffy looks so cool these days. Like,
yeah,
I think Luffy looks so fierce in like the last few years in the manga.
So, before we move on to the next chapter, I want to talk a little bit about the crew dynamics of the Yonko crews that we've seen so far.
Okay.
I think it's really interesting in the way that they select their individuals, because Kaido, Big Mom, and Whitebeard, who are the 3 crews that we more or less see the majority of, we don't really see Shank that much, were all part of the Rocks Pirates. And it was stated when they were talking about that everyone stabbed each other in the back in that crew to one-up themselves, right? To like get higher. So I think it's interesting that each of their like crews, there's a structural form of how people are promoted and who gets what position. Yeah. Right? Like Kaido's is the closest to Rocks Pirates.
Kaido's got that will of Zebek.
Right, but like Kaido, like you can tell from this chapter that you have to be given permission basically to challenge somebody. You can't just go and do it. It has to be an opportunity given to you to challenge that person. So there's still like
it's
merit
based. Like you did good on this task, and now you get a shot at the big shots, but you need to win either way.
Yeah, and like it's not kill. It's just like take him out. Queen's the only one that threatens to kill him, but even then, I think Queen's just fucking around.
Yeah. I think he just says get rid of one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't
like he could just fire him.
Yeah.
But Big Mom's like she demotes and promotes people all the time, because we see that with Snack, who used to be Sweet Commander and isn't anymore.
Yeah, because he lost a battle. So wait, in Big Mom's crew, if you lose a battle as a Sweet Commander, you are demoted. I think that's what Snack was. So that means currently Katakuri is not a Sweet Commander, most likely, if that's how that works.
Right.
Which is a fair. That's honestly the most fair. Well, I don't know how did Whitebeard do it. I think it's just like
Whitebeard just promoted people. Yeah, he would expand the fleet, and then he would promote who you wanted to promote to that section.
Yeah.
But like once again, there's that feeling of like there's a structure to this. So I feel like that's something that all three of these Yonkos wanted to avoid when they made their new crews. Like they didn't want this chaos of backstabbing to climb up the ladder within their crew. Like that I think that's a big part of like how their crews are structured and why everything feels so like weird and divided and not so like chaotic.
Joe, I really love this point because it's not brought attention to, but like when you lay them out, like they all have fundamentally different structures, and they're never like really talked about. Like there's never a diagram comparing these structures of the crew, and they're many chapters apart, so it's easy not to see these similarities. But I really like your theory that their time in the rocks, like they all took something from that and altered it for their own means.
Yeah, like it definitely feels like something on the Rocks Pirates, like it was just a big mess. Like I feel like the Rocks Pirates are more closer to the Blackbeards, where the crew is just sticking around because they are being bribed almost to join the crew out of wealth, fame, and glory. While maybe Kaido's crew not so as tight knit as the other two, but there's definitely a sense of camaraderie and like being part of a crew. Part of this crew.
Yeah.
Whereas Blackbeards and Rocks, it's more of like we're the strongest people, so we can win. Yeah. But I don't care for any of you.
And then Shank's crew just feels like more of a Straw Hat-esque. Like we all got our role, and we're all just individually strong people. We don't have like thousands of people. We're just tough guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just thought this chapter really kind of highlighted the fact that there is a structure to all of these Yonko crews, and it's not just complete chaos. Okay, Luffy's crew. Luffy's the captain, but like there's no like no one's above anyone else, even Luffy.
Yeah.
Like Luffy just has the final say in everything.
Yeah.
But everyone's seen as equal. But that's still a structure to it.
Yeah. I like that. Lola proposes to Goaty. This is like a storyline. Yeah. This is like a storyline 500 chapters in the making where Lola's like, I want to get married really bad.
And does that make him a prince now?
I don't think so. She's one of Big Mom's daughters, but like Big Mom's not a kingdom, so like I don't know if they count as princesses. But what it does make him is hitched.
Yeah.
To Lola.
Do you think Goaty's gonna marry Lola, or do you think he's gonna He's gonna reject her, and Lola's gonna ask someone else?
Nah. This is why, and they're gonna have like a nice family. Where the sisters and their husbands are.
I hope the next cover is the wedding, like and
definitely.
like, ooh, what if it's like a wedding picture with them like escaping the island and like
that would be great.
That would be really fun. I bet it's not going to be that good because like that seems perfect. I bet Pound is going to be there, but like he's not going to interact with them. He's just going to be happy that he saw it.
He's going to live on Tanana Island with the Tananans because they found him.
Here's the best thing that could happen. Pound sees it and then dies. He like at this point he sees it, he dies happy, and then he's dead in a cover story. Luffy just goes in on this guy.
He fucking like
we don't get much action these days in story heavy One Piece. So we don't get like these moments where I get to talk about the motion layout, but I like the this like curve into a downwards, and then if you go to the next page, it's also going downwards, so you get like this nice clean curve to down motion as you're reading this attack. So good job, Oda. And then you get this like
also
squash and stretch after the punch.
This boy is a pancake now. Do you see this man? Like, oh my god.
Yeah,
that's some boiling pot level pancake.
No, because that guy didn't deserve it, dude. Justice for that man.
Like, we've seen people get hit with like hockey getting hit with hockey and other things, but this is just some innocent dude. He's not super strong. He doesn't have hockey. He just took a full blown elephant gun.
He probably joined the crew like a month ago. Like, he just got here.
Yeah.
Zoro shows up. So Zoro says... So he's like, why can't you behave and infiltrate like normal, which is ironic coming from Zoro. And he says that he got here by following like the smell or Luffy's voice or something, or like the. So people are like, is this a feat for Zoro where he went the right direction? Now here's the thing. He only came this way because Luffy was leading him. So is this
I heard
maybe
the difference?
well, maybe the metaphor here is like he has no direction until Luffy is what he's chasing.
Yeah.
I mean, his direction is killing Mihawk one day, but like aside from that, maybe that's like the little metaphor here. But I really like how he's like, they spilled the Oshiruku, and he's like, oh well, that settles it. I guess it's war.
Like, hey, you go back a page.
Yeah.
I love this introduction where like, because we haven't got to see something get sliced in half in a while.
It's been a hot minute. It's just that clip.
And it's just a whole building, just instantly, just like nothing. And Kid and his crew are just like, what was that?
Yeah.
And it's like, what is going on? And it's like, I heard noise in the distance. And everyone's like, what's going on? And he's like, and then Zoro's like, you need to quit making such a big mess. And Kid's crew is like, are you hearing the words that are coming out of your mouth?
I also like how they don't get how the Oshiruku is a big deal, but like to Luffy and Zoro, it's like, oh yeah, say no more, Chief.
So going back another page, go back a page again, Willer. There's a really small panel that I like, but it's just Luffy. He's cricking his neck to like rev up. Yeah. And like this is like Luffy's angry. Like Luffy hasn't been this angry at someone in a long time.
Luffy mad. Yeah, for sure. Aside from that, I like how they start scramming. So the craziest thing happens. Like this might be the most unpredictable thing in this arc so far. Apu starts doing things. Like this took me back. Like I expected something that I expected Apu to fight maybe Brook later in the arc. He's doing shit now and he's kicking ass. So first of all, Queen is like, okay, take out the Straw Hats and you got yourself a seat. We get to see some really cool design gifters. Like these are some of the coolest looking gifters we've seen so far. I like this ghost lady.
Yeah,
with her.
Really cool.
I don't know if she's a ghost, if she's like a weird caterpillar, whatever, something that hangs off of walls. There's another Yiga clan boy.
Yeah.
What is the deal with them? Is there a faction of? Are they the ninja? Yeah, they're the ninjas that are Kaido's ninjas as opposed to Orochi's ninjas. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess so.
I like the third panel in the bottom left where they're like, unless you're a gifter, don't even worry about it.
I'm so glad you brought this up because this is like the smartest guy in One Piece. He's just like, oh, the Straw Hats are here? Let's just drink, whatever. This isn't our fight.
Don't worry about it.
We're here to fight the other low fodder. Like, this is way above our pay grade. So, okay. We've seen... So, first of all, numbers in the back, but we still don't get to see them actually.
This guy has a coat, though. He's not like a big monster.
He's smoking. This guy's just smoking with cigarettes.
This is another numbers reference I missed this chapter.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, dude, these characters don't exist. I swear they get penciled in like after I read.
I edit them in during our talks so I can like show you up. That's what happens.
Yeah.
What is with this fucking One Punch Man monster villain here in the middle? I didn't notice her the first time.
Oh, the Crab Man?
Crab Girl.
There's Donkey Kong on the left over there.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god, those guys are Tin Men. They got little gears in the back of their heads.
Ah, yes, the classic animal of toy. Maybe they're toys from Dressrosa. Big lore. Okay.
So that Crab Girl looks like a Warhammer unit, which is kind of weird. But hey, go on.
Okay. The first time we've ever seen Apu, like the first time Apu did shit, it was the most confusing thing maybe in all of One Piece to me. Where it was him attacking Kizaru, and I watched it in the anime, and I still don't fucking get it. But I get it now a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Where depending on the sound he plays, he can attack you through sound waves. Some people were complaining that like it's not clear what he's doing, but I'm used to reading JoJo, so I'm like, oh, I am so used to getting the power reveal way later. It's fine. I'm sure we'll get like the proper. But like
I kind of like it.
Zoro gets it pretty tough here.
Yeah.
And
I want go back a panel for Apu. Sorry, I'm a little behind, but I feel like his reference on the bottom right panel where he says, "Listen up, this is fighting music."
Yeah.
I feel like that's a reference to D12
Really?
because he is like a DJ, and D12, the old hip hop group, they have one of their like more well known songs is fight music.
Ooh. So we are reading JoJo's now. We got music
Yeah.
references. Tyler, I'm screen sharing, so you don't have to be behind unless it's laggy. Just so you know.
No, I'm just behind.
Okay, cool.
I have my own panels up too, just so I can.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Zoro gets slashed, which is cool. He's doing work here. He explodes Luffy, which looks like he knocks out Luffy, but like he wakes up next page.
Yeah.
Okay. I like how he's able to like knock Luffy down a little bit, and how Zoro is smart enough to be like, okay, we cannot be wasting this much energy before we actually fight Kaido. So Zoro's being smart. He's just not being edgy, badass Zoro, which I like.
He says not just that it's not just that they outnumber us. It's their skills run deep. So he's like, every person in this crew has a skill set. They're not just like Muso dudes. They are actual fights.
And I really like that about Yonko Crews, because there's that part where Luffy in Whole Cake Island, he's like, I'm not gonna move from the spot, Sanji. And then like Big Mom's like mid-tier people show up, and there's enough of them where like not even the main character's getting out of this. He gets fucking bodied. So I just really like how the Yonko Crew, when the mid-tier show up, like if there's enough of them, they are a threat, which is gonna make this war more fun.
In the top left, is this woman have a dog belt like we had the tiger belt?
She
has
no, she has a dog's stomach, I think.
Okay, the dog stomach.
Yeah, like the guy had the elephant.
Lion. Yeah, the elephant.
The lion.
Because Smiles, like, they will give you an animal, but like it's all disfigured. So let's talk about this. This wolf turned into a crocodile.
and then Luffy bit the crocodile.
Yeah. I realized that. I was really confused.
Unless what's happening is that the mouth is getting shut so hard that the teeth are like piercing each other, but we can't see the ears, so it still looks like a crocodile.
Yeah. That's weird.
I think Oda is making mistakes. Aside from that, this reminds me of when Bon Clay is carrying Luffy and Impel down, which is one of my favorite scenes, where Luffy's like passed out but still fighting with Bon Clay. They just take off their clothes like they're in an RPG. They're just like, whoosh, transform.
Oh man, now we got Pirate King Luffy outfit.
Indeed.
Yeah, they had to switch to their real armor.
Yeah.
No more with the cosmetic shit.
I hope they're in all black. That's gonna be a nice aesthetic, but I bet this is gonna be like purple because the colorings are so stupid. Like, I hate how Oda chooses his colors.
I think it's gonna be red.
Rare.
Yeah, it could be red.
Yeah, a red undershirt and a black coat.
Yeah, but then what's Zoro gonna be? Like black?
Zoro's are green.
Yeah, he's usually dark green, but I feel like they were all matched in dark colors, so I thought they were matching. I don't know. Okay, so I like how Kid just shows up and smashes Apu, because I forgot about this. They were like in an alliance, but Apu betrayed them, and that's what like made Kaido like actually take down their crews. I'll have to go back and look at all the details, but yeah,
I don't think it's revealed. I don't think it's revealed that Apu actually betrayed him. I think we just see them get bodied and that's it. But I think this is like a reveal that Apu actually like set them up.
Maybe, or it could be like Apu betrayed the alliance last moment because his will was broken. Yeah, that's what Kaido does. He breaks your will and then destroys your crew.
Right.
Is Punk Gibson is his attack names like guitar names or instruments?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I hope we get to see.
Which is actually pretty great because he's fighting the music character.
Indeed. I hope we get to see a little more Apu action next chapter, but I don't think this will go like. I think Kid will stay behind and Luffy and Zoro will go on because Kid will be like, I have my score to settle.
So, are we going to get like a mini Kid flashback then about Kid and his alliance with the other two?
I would love Oda to flesh that out instead of like, the Viver card said that they did this in the alliance. I would love to see a proper in-story flashback or something.
It wouldn't be One Piece fights without all the characters splitting up and then getting a flashback for each antagonist.
Yeah, it's true. That does happen.
We didn't mention this before, but I love the group split ups that we had. set up for. We have Luffy
That's
and
true.
Zoro together, essentially. We have Jinbei and Robin together, which is a
Really
big
fun.
pairing.
Yeah.
Really fun. Brooke and Frankie,
Yeah.
which is also super fun. And then we have
Weak
the
Trio and
the
Carrot and Chopper
and
is
Sanji.
and Sanji.
But Sanji's on like tank,
Here's
so
the
he's gonna
thing.
split off for sure.
So did he ride on top? I don't think I noticed.
Yeah, he rode on top of the
What
tank.
if Sanji's already alone doing what Sanji does best? Like, I move the gates of Onigashima.
Clutch? Yeah.
Just clutching already. Jesus
He
Christ.
unplugs Apu's DJ stand so he can't do as big of attacks.
Wow. Brilliant. Yeah, I'm looking forward to whatever's coming next in 2
This
weeks.
is hot.
Rip.
It sucks.
Well,
But man, I am
that was 3 chapters.
happy that we are.
We got 35 minutes of a nice talk. That was fun. Good set of chapters. I'm glad the action's happening now. We have.
I am too. I'm sure that's appeasing a lot of people. I'm glad that we're now in like the big meat of it. That we're at the mid card battle now rather than the setup.
Yeah,
So-
and we're moving swiftly along. Like, even this, like, Oda, I thought this was a really good paced chapter because we got to see, like, Apu do 3 attacks, which is really all I asked for. I just want to see, like, what you can do. And then you get, like, a story-driven attack from Kid. And then hopefully we'll get more about that story next chapter.
We're excited in 2 weeks when we get our fill. Oh my god, I'm crying. At least we'll have hopefully other manga come up to fill in the holes in my life.
Yeah, Haikyuu's coming up. We'll do some talks about that.
Yeah.
And,
also, that new the new Time Paradox Ghostwriter.
I'm gonna read that and the new one shot right after this and edit this episode. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't have work tomorrow,
All right.
boys. All right. Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.